Commit to it. The leap. Welcome to the Mystic Birb. We're going to be talking today about how to turn situationships into relationships. I hope you got your notepad, your water bottle, and the audacity to shoot your shot. All right, let's get into this. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Feel free to pause if you need more time to decide which one or a few of these really speak to you. And when you're ready, you can scroll down. I've got the timestamps in the description below. We'll see what you're reading. What's going on, Group 1? I hope you are having a wonderful day. We are going to be talking all about how you can change the situation in your relationships. I know that's not the exact title, but we're doing it. All right, so as per usual, we will put these naughty cards aside. You're welcome, YouTube. We're going to be getting into what you're actually feeling, why you're feeling this way, probably because you have a crush on somebody, I'm assuming. But we're also going to be battling self-limiting behaviors and thought processes. And I might even have a music recommendation for you at the end. So stay tuned for that. But right now I'm just going to shuffle real quick and we'll get to this reading. Okay, so I'm gonna rearrange a few of these cards real quick so that it is better. Yeah, hold on. Okay, so it's your job to remind me later that I switched some placements around, right? Okay. Let's get into this. Identifying what you feel. Ooh. 5 of Wands and the Death card over here. Look at all that red too. It's really coming from a place of heart. You're very passionate about this person that you have a situationship with. I think that you are either observing that they have a lot of people who are interested in them, or it is a narrative that you are telling yourself. You are making yourself burnt out because you feel like you have to constantly be on your toes and ready to play chess with all of these other people that are after this person. Okay, so this one right here. This is identifying why you feel this way. This person reminds you of Glenda the Good Witch kind of vibes. Like they have a very loving aura radiating around them. And you recognize that a lot of people see that as well and see this person as kind of the woman on the pedestal that's just glowing and well put together, absolutely perfect, stunning. But are you seeing them as the real human that they are? And I ask this because of the cards that I moved around. Yes, I remembered. Thank you. I think there's a lot more depth that you're not seeing. See these little coins or berries inside this cage? Why are they caged? First off, what are they afraid of? Why don't they want to let this out? And are they feeling very burnt out by all of this interest? Because it does get tiring for some. So instead of putting them on a pedestal, how can you see them as a real human being with flaws and trials and tribulations, just like the rest of us? Not saying they're not incredible. They're probably a wonderful person, but they might want somebody who actually sees them as kind of dirty a little bit, not so perfect, and somebody who is kind of guarded about what they love and want to nurture the most. And that is, they don't want to spend all of their time raising the whole community up because they have to take care of themselves too. And they don't want to give away all of their good fruit to just anybody. But they want somebody to recognize what they've gone through and their dark sides and their shadows and see them as a well-rounded human. Anyway, signs they're giving you. I'll just talk about this at the same time when I talk about playing devil's advocate, being real with yourself. Queen of Cups and Eight of Swords. These are the signs that this person is giving you, is that they have a ton of love inside and they want to show that, but they have a lot of anxiety around talking about it. And I think you are kind of in this situationship because this person has very deep and profound feelings for you. But I think too that they are afraid of their shadow scaring you away. They're afraid of not being the person that you thought they were. This holier than thou, can do no wrong kind of image that they think you have of them in your head. They have anxieties. They're scared of getting hurt. They're maybe scared of past behaviors coming to light. They may be scared of being overly emotional or having shown their cards too soon and being taken advantage of. There's a lot of anxiety surrounding this. The dark side of the Queen of Cups, which I'm going to go with because this is a very dark card right here. Eight of Swords is about the anxieties, mental anguish that we put ourselves through. The dark side of the Queen is she can be overly emotional, explosive, and confrontational, right? That is not the side of this person that they want to let out and show everybody, but it is something that they have to recognize is within them, and they have that darkness, that depth. This group does not understand the death that is underneath this princess, right? Like, they just see exactly what she's decorated as on the outside. It kind of makes me think of, I think it was a Death and Robots episode where it was this woman adorned in a bunch of gold and beautiful fabrics, and she was in the middle of a lake, and an entire army came across her and was lured into the water because of her beauty and the sounds and the music, and they were lured to their death. Right. And in the end, not to spoil it too bad, but what made that character kind of equal with the main character was the main character saw that water witch for what she really was. And I think that you seeing this person for who they really are will help you actually stand out from the pack, and you don't actually have to do this battle, and you don't have to sit here and think they could pick anybody. Why would they pick me? Well, maybe they pick you because you're fucking amazing. Ever thought of that? Ever thought that maybe you're in a situationship because you haven't had the heart-to-heart real talks with this person? You keep it very lighthearted and you don't want to diminish their shine at all. But in order to really appreciate the light, you have to understand the dark. You need the contrast, or everything is just blown out and you can't see anything, right? So you need to recognize their shadows. I know this is a really weird, talk about the hard things. That's how you end up in a relationship. But really, when we do talk about the hard things, we're able to connect with the person on the most authentic level, and it's letting them see us for who we really are. Is that really a bad thing when you want to spend a long time with somebody? Speaking of learning about things, the Hierophant and reverse Eight of Wands. Ooh, so Eight of Wands is usually that like come in together energy. Hierophant can be interpreted as a religious or a educational entity or just the process of learning or teaching. Could go on forever. But the moral of these two cards together would be to understand that you have a lot more to learn about this person. Because if you are to take this in reverse, now it doesn't mean throw your energy all at something else or stop, putting all of your energy into this one basket. Look at where these are going just visually. They're pointing at this anxiety. You need to understand their anxieties better. Their darkness, their shadows. You need to let them have emotions and honor their emotions and help them navigate those when they feel too big for this world or their body or something like that, because that does happen. Like, everybody has a moment in their life where their emotions just feel too big, too heavy, too exciting, too something. It's just big. And you need to learn what their emotional waves are like. And I say waves because we got the water. We got a lot of water going on here. So, learner, learn up, and also educate yourself on how to help them navigate anxiety, because even if it's not something that you yourself understand or experience, or even if it is something that you do experience and understand personally, everybody handles anxiety different, and there is a world of information out there on how to go about navigating through anxiety attacks, panic attacks, that kind of stuff. And knowledge is power. If you can help them when they are spiraling and you recognize it even before they do, that's going to cause them to feel safe leaning on you. And that is definitely trust being earned. And I say that I don't think you're coming at it from a place of, haha, you're going to pick me if I let you lean on me. I don't think that's where you're coming from. I think you genuinely want to make sure that this person feels as nurtured and loved as they make you feel, and you want to be there to support them through their dark times and help navigate this. It's super fucking cute. Just saying, super cute. I think, though, talk about your experiences, maybe not just ask them straight up, hey, do you suffer anxiety and depression? Because, I mean, a lot of us do nowadays, but that's not the best way to open that up. But if you talk about your experiences and talk about the different techniques in which you've learned, it opens the door for conversation. And maybe this person that they have guarded away behind all of these thorny vines will feel more comfortable sharing their authentic self with you. And you'll realize that they were not interested in any of that, because all of that was very superficial, and they want something that is deep, profound. And there are cards, just to put that out there, there are plenty of cards in this tarot deck that have a lot of people or a lot of characters in the cards. But when we're talking about your person, there's always one. So I feel like they might be kind of introverted or standoffish, or they know how to be politely social in casual settings, but they don't go much deeper than that normally, or at least they don't really feel comfortable allowing people to know them on that deeper level, because they recognize that if too many people see this aspect of them, it will cause people to talk crap or judge them or just think less of them where they really need their respect, say at work or in social groups. You don't want all your friends thinking you're an emotional wreck. You just don't. And so a lot of people will hide all of that, and you just might not hear from them for a few days because they're busy hiding their emotional sides. I think that being an introvert is awesome. I can relate to that. but it's also okay to kind of reach out to them and talk to them periodically. That was a ramble, but okay. Okay. Let's get into battling self-limiting behaviors and thought processes. Got 3 of Cups in the Moon. I love this. This is like a nighttime party. and okay, so we got Under the Sea vibes. We got the Queen of Water, and then the 3 of Cups, which is not a one-on-one kind of relationship, but a collective where everybody's coming together and just having a grand old time. And it can be family or friends you've had that you've gotten really close to, and you're just celebrating something in life. Maybe just that you guys have a few hours together. I think a good way for you to stop battling these negative stories you're telling yourself, a good idea would be to just remind yourself you don't have the full story. This person, let's be real here, they're probably keeping stuff from you. That is not a bad thing. That is just their comfort levels. And as you get to know them more, they will start to tell you more just how things go. But in order to get to know them better, you gotta spend time with them, right? 3 of Cups is about getting together, celebrating, having a good time. You would be wise to try to get together with this person, maybe for a movie date or going out to eat somewhere, or I don't know. What do people do? I do weird stuff. So don't do the stuff that I would do. Go be social with this person. Take them out for drinks, karaoke, who knows? Just go do normal human things with this person and recognize that you are great in those spaces and you are great at getting to know people better and you are intelligent. So do not let yourself think that you are undeserving to be holding space with this person, because that's not it at all. I think that they want to know people on a deeper level, not the superficial, how's the weather? I don't think they care about that. Speaking of, hype yourself up. The fundamental truth that you know about yourself. Strength, bitch. You are ripped as fuck. No. You should have pride in what you do because you do it with heart. You commit to it when you figure out what it is that you want for yourself or jobs or, whatever. You spend the time learning and you understand that strength is as much about pauses as it is about the muscle building. So what that means is your strength right now is you have been patient and you've been going through this situationship and nothing has really changed. It's been kind of stagnant and you're still here feeling these feelings about this person. Who knows how long it's been, but you've been here, you've been feeling it, and you've just been, okay, well, maybe it'll go away tomorrow, and it doesn't, and it continues. You can wait. You could never say anything. You can handle that, sure. Do you want to, though? Or do you think that maybe the card you should play in this situation is understand that you can shoot your shot, and if you get scratched, you get scratched. But at least you tried to pet the kitty. That was bad. That sounded bad. Don't consent, okay? Consent. Consent. But you need to kind of nudge the situation in a direction because I don't think this person is going to. So get the big boy pants on. Let's go. Or get those high heels on. Let's go. Time to stomp. Okay. Don't ask me what I do in my own time. This is what I do, okay? Leave me alone. Anyway, let's talk about calming your tits. Here, we'll get all these. I don't remember what I pulled, and I just pulled these before I started filming, so this should be fun. Aw, that's actually, aw. Okay. Oh, it's double strength. Look at you. Hope you guys are pumping iron. No, I'm kidding. That's awesome, though. Okay. I'm tapping my fingers like crazy today. Calming your tits, pass the time wisely. 10 of Cups. It's like the happily ever after, but also the step off point, if that makes sense. So it's like you want to think about how to get to your happily ever after, but that's just the beginning of the next phase of life. So what are the steps that you want to take in order to get to a home life where you feel emotionally fulfilled? Start making that list and start thinking about what that is for you. Are you somebody who feels like you have to be in a relationship in order to be happy? Okay, why? First off, why? Secondly, how do you make that happen? Both questions. Okay, 2 of Cups. This one was personal growth, that push to pick up the thing you've wanted. I don't know. I'm feeling like you need to make the move, which is all this fun stuff down here that I still haven't talked about, but I didn't forget. It's because of you. Thank you for reminding me. Didn't forget because of you. Okay, so personal growth. 2 of Cups is about relationships. I think this is interesting because we have the 3 of Cups, which is also about relationships. But I think that your personal growth in regards to this is you need to understand too that you're worth having that one-on-one connection with somebody. It doesn't have to be just friendship. Like you can have a romantic partnership with somebody that you can grow old with. And I love that it's like this old couple and they're out to see a bunch of dancers. And it just makes me think of like I said, this was your stepping stone. This is where you started. And this is where you'll be in 30 years. So starting with a baby. I mean, guys, wrap it up, all right? Don't do that. Take a, detour here. Okay. But, have you spent time in serious committed relationships, or is this just something that you've been telling yourself that you've wanted for a really long time? Because if it is not something that you've actually partook in, and even if it is, I would definitely recommend reading psychology books on how to make better connections, make love that lasts, how to communicate and trust with your partner, that kind of stuff. Because the better prepared you are, the better you show up to actually make a lifelong commitment, which is hot. That's hot. Okay. Remember where it started, carrying on a healthy connection no matter the outcome. I think that's interesting because this one right here, make sure it's in focus. This one came out for basically remembering your strength, right? Like hyping yourself up, the fundamental truths you know about yourself. And then you've got it in reverse for remembering where it started. You can sit in the shadows for the rest of your life, and you can be the sub for your own life. But you could also take control. Once you stop dwelling on the lack of connection, you can start taking action to make a connection, whether it's in this relationship or somewhere else. And especially if you shoot your shot with this person and they choose to not go farther with it, I think that you need to remind yourself that it wasn't about you. Okay? It wasn't about you. And you were fine before you met them, and you will be fine after. It just may take some time, but you're in control of that. You have to go and really dom up. Okay? Okay, so this 4. 1 for 4. 4 for 1. There we go. Make the move. Knight of Cups, Nine of Cups, Eight of Coins, the Hanged Man. We talked about that alternate perspective over here with the Hierophant, needing to learn about this person's anxieties, depressions, dark side. Eight of Coins is about work. Nine of Cups, it's like you know that this gift is basically here and you're preparing for it. I think that you should stop worrying about a threat that isn't even real. Because I think that if you decide to commit to something and put your heart on the table and reach out and connect with this person on a deeper level, it's gonna get you what you're hoping for. That Knight of Cups, I love Knight of Cups because it's the dude who takes you out on a picnic and he's got all your favorite everything. I know that was super descriptive, but that's what Knight of Cups does to me. Anyway, aw, I love this one. They can show you love and respect while still valuing other relationships in their lives. Trust. Maybe this competition that you're seeing is all in your head, boo. Maybe it's not real. Maybe this person over here is staring at you and is just waiting for you to connect with them deeper because they may be more submissive. They may want you to actually take that leap. All right. That is what I've got for you, pile one. We will be doing some other kinds of readings. What is the next reading for next week? Ba-ba-da. Okay, manifesting dreams come true. So we will be doing that. And I did mention that we are also going to have a song suggestion for this pile. So you can check it out right there. And I did put the link for that song down in the description. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you later. Bye. What's going on, pile two? I hope you are doing well today. We are going to be talking about situationships and turning those situationships into relationships. So I'm going to shuffle. You know the drill. I got to put these very naughty cards aside because YouTube is trying to make me be more classy than I am. Anyway, I'm going to shuffle real quick and we will see what these cards have to say about turning your situationship into something more substantial. Okay, pile two. It really makes me wonder about this person that you're thinking about because just looking at all of these cards laid out here, I see a definite story going on and hopefully this relates. But we'll find out. Okay, identifying what you feel. We got the King of Swords up there. That dude is all about mental strategies and working towards something that just feels very logical. Like I feel when you approach relationships in general, you want to give some sort of science-backed explanation as to why you feel the way you feel. I think you can, but I'm also curious why you're so guarded around relationships. Honestly, just what I'm seeing in the cards would make me feel pretty guarded too. But you need to listen to what the logic is telling you more because I'm just not getting the feeling that this is something that you're going to want to full commit to. You might want to leave it in the friends with benefits category, but here, okay, so we'll get into it. Why you feel the way you feel. We've got Three of Swords and the Six of Coins. To me, that's like you've been burned in the past. You showed up to give energy into a relationship and you realized that it was you giving 150% and the other person's giving 50%. And you guys should both be coming at it 100%, right? But that wasn't the situation, and it really left you feeling burned, saddened, taken advantage of. And I think this is maybe a pattern that you've experienced a few times at least. And I think it's because you like to rescue people. I'm not trying to say that you have a hero's complex, because, it does feel good to be able to help out those that you really care about, and make sure that their worries aren't as overwhelming at the end of the day. And I think that you take pride in your ability to help others, which is awesome. But it begs the question, of these people that you keep around, how many of them are only coming to you to solve their problems? This person, paying attention to how they feel, I see anxiety around money situation. Like they feel like they might be in a place of lack, financially struggling. They might be looking for somebody to help pay for various life expenses. That is, it happens to all of us. So I'm not saying like that is a reason to write somebody off, because we all experience some kind of struggle. But from these cards and the ones next to it, I really think that this person turns to you to solve their money problems, and part of your relationship and relating with each other is motivated by that. And only you are the one who is able to really decide that and see if that's actually the case. But it reeks of situations you've already been in and cycles you've already been in where you've wanted to be the hero, but you also want somebody to be able to show up for you when you're having a hard day. Because mental health is also a struggle sometimes. So you kind of need to make sure that the motives people have behind spending time with you is coming from a place of mutual agreed upon benefits. That's what friends do. Okay, this one. Battling self-limiting behaviors and thought processes. These two cards together just give me that feeling of like, stop paying for their mistakes financially. Stop paying for their overdraft fees. Stop paying down their credit cards. Stop sending them money when they blow money on gambling. Just stop it. Stop trying to rescue these people. You need to let them figure it out on their own. And that is hard to say, especially like when we're over here like, let's make a relationship. But is this the relationship that you want? Do you want to have to spend all of your time and energy constantly rescuing somebody else, constantly solving the problems? And that may be your thing. You may love the mental chess, but this person is not a person who was put on this earth for you to fix. This person has their own struggles that they have to learn themselves how to deal with. And when you go at it in a relationship where it feels like, yeah, I can teach this person, I can help them be a better person, I can do this, I can do that, eventually it's going to get really tiring for you. And you are going to feel like you are giving more than you're getting, because you started off giving more than you were getting. And that was the agreed upon arrangement. And that is fine if that is your love language. But if that is not your love language 24/7, you need to also communicate that you need as well. People are less inclined to take charge in situations where somebody else has always taken charge, right? So if you're always taking the lead, if you're always solving this person's problems, when the time comes where you need to lean on them, they're not going to be able to support you. And that's terrifying when you're talking about a relationship. You need somebody who's able to help you navigate the really tough situations in life, because they happen, okay? I don't know why I feel compelled to move these over here, but we're moving. So you're going to stop this hero thing. You're going to let them figure it out. And you can always help guide them, but you yourself are not going to be taking the actions to rescue them. And that's a huge difference. It's like giving somebody the information on how to take charge of their own finances versus just paying for their bad habits. Does it make sense? You want to help them overcome this anxiety about having nothing while still staying in your lane and crushing your goals, because you can't give all of your hard-earned money to somebody else because they're just going to figure out bigger ways to get themselves into really tight situations. So don't do that. Anyway, this one. This would be hyping yourself up, the fundamental truths that you know about yourself. Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Hierophant. This is what I'm saying. You give that dominant, nurturing, gentle, guiding energy. And that is such a wonderful, beautiful thing, especially in a relationship. That is, that's tops. Don't let other people just suck that dry from you. I mean, it's fun, the suck thing, but you are a big-hearted person and you spend a lot of time trying to nurture healthy love. And I see you as somebody who is very romantic and who is very motivated to get the things that they want. And when you don't know something, you spend the time learning. Like, you're the fucking King of Swords. That's somebody who just likes to gain knowledge and share knowledge, and you come from a place of love and passion with all of that. And I think that you have a tendency to surround yourself with takers because you're such a giver, and that's part of your love language. But you also need to be around givers in order to replenish that energy and really understand the full impact of the energy you put towards others, right? And so I think that somewhere deep down in your brain, you've programmed yourself to go, well, if they can see that I can rescue them all the time, maybe they'll feel comfortable with me and maybe they'll choose me. And nice guys sometimes finish last when they think about life that way, because somebody who is only coming to you for rescuing is always only going to come to you for rescuing. You got to rescue your own damn self too sometimes, and you also need to be rescued sometimes. So it's fine to go help out a teammate, but if somebody ain't playing the game like it's a team, it's not going to work out. Okay, this one, being real, playing devil's advocate. Knight of Swords, about taking swift action. And it's also the son of the dude up here. Knight of Wands in reverse. This dude is kind of like that go-getter, and you really do not care about the outcome for anybody else or if there's a wake in you chasing this goal, because you're going to get it. You're going to go for it. These two together would be a terrifying experience, right? But I think that you are kind of guarded with that I can have you if I want you kind of energy, because I think you do recognize that maybe this person does kind of seem like they are spending time with you because of ulterior motives, not because they are romantically attracted to you. And I think that if you aren't able to release this passion, this magic, this love and romance, and share your knowledge and grow together with somebody, it's not a good relationship for you. Okay? Just putting that out there. So, to that effect, I think that you are recognizing that you might get burned again, and you might be experiencing that if this person doesn't know how to get themselves out of this hole and refuse to actually take advice or learn on their own to try to solve their own problems. Making the move. So we have temperance in the middle, which is all about balancing. I also think of like alchemy, like you need the different ingredients in order to make the wholesome. And on one side, we have death. On the other side, we have Queen of Coins, Eight of Coins, and Page of Swords. Page of Swords is that studious, little, thoughtful character of the deck. Queen of Coins, she can get anything she wants. She knows how to do it. She's very grounded. She's that boss diva energy, but she ain't screaming at you. You do what she asks because you know also that the byproduct of that energy is you're going to get something out of it too, because she's not just looking out for herself. She's here to nurture her community. Eight of Coins, working your butt off. I think that you have every right to nurture the things that you want, but you need to really spend more time doing your research on the people that you're spending your time with, because this death card is like endings and rebirths, and you're right at the spot in between where you want to nurture, you want to grow, you want to learn together. But if the behaviors from this person continue to go the way that they are, there's only going to be an ending. If they're able to get their head out of their own ass, this could be a beautiful rebirth. And this could change into something where it's two people working their butts off, learning and growing together, not only about how to be materially stable, but very grounded together and working towards something and having a common goal. So that being said, as far as making the move, I think you need to study these people, figure out what they're all about, figure out their motives, and then talk to them. Talk to them about what they want in their life and if they want to continue having a situationship with you, or if they're ready to make something a little bit more substantial with you, and what that means to them. What kind of energy do they show up with in a romantic relationship? What can you expect? Are they somebody that's got to work a lot, somebody who's got a lot of stuff going on, and when they are unable to spend time with you, maybe the relationship suffers? Or are they somebody who is sending sweet little notes when they can't see you because they know that, hey, this is worth spending time investing in? It's the hard conversations, but they're worth the time and energy because you are trying to manifest a relationship with somebody and not end up in this cycle of giving all your energy just to get burned. Okay, so let's get to these. We have calming your tits, pass the time wisely. The Chariot, go do something, go explore. I feel a lot of Sagittarian energy with this. Plus, you've got like Wands, Temperance, which is the Sagittarius card, Chariot. I don't know, I'm feeling a lot of get out and explore, learn new things about yourself and about others, and I don't know, go do gay shit. No, but you need not be afraid of if this person decides that they don't want a relationship with you, because you still have so much life. You still have incredible friends who are going to get weird with you. And I think that you recognize that you are financially tapped in and you're set. And this means that if this person can't figure out their own stuff, you can still go explore and do your own thing, right? That's kind of the gist of that. Okay, personal growth. Time to pick up that thing that you've always wanted. Oh, this is interesting. Hierophant in reverse. This is bad because like you came here to figure out how to turn this situationship into a relationship. But I think that you need to spend time learning about this person, because I think you're going to realize that it's probably not where you want to invest your time and energy. And instead, you are going to reorganize your interests and priorities and hobbies and learn something that you never would have considered yesterday. Like maybe you didn't even know existed yesterday. It's not going to be easy. I'm not even saying this is going to be an easy journey. This might hurt a little bit. This might put you back in that 3 of Swords heartache. But diving into your own interests, your own goals is going to surround you with like-minded people. And I think that you are going to get an opportunity where you get to take the back seat in a relationship and somebody else is going to show up and put in the work and kind of take your hand and make you feel safe and make you feel like you can actually believe in something. But you have to focus on yourself first. Judgment. Remember where it started. Carrying on a healthy connection, no matter the outcome. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know where to go from here because we've already discussed so much about kind of figuring out this person and maybe they might not be the person you thought they were. I think that when you do a deeper dive on this person, it's not gonna feel good. You're gonna find out stuff that you don't want to know that they've been doing behind your back. And I think that you understand that you don't need that drama unless somebody's going to actually show up for you and give 100% to match your 100%. You don't need that drama. You don't need to go to jail for them. Like, you don't need that record. So I do think that you are going to continue following your own light. All right. Note to self. Your partner will change a lot over your lifetime. Your future self. Get out there and explore. Oh, I even read that wrong too. Yeah, so definitely get out there and explore. You and your partner will change a lot over your lifetime. Your future self. You only get this life once, buddy. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit here and try to decide if this person is using you for money, or are you going to look at what they've asked of you, the outcomes, do the science, make the reports, all of that, and figure out that, hey, maybe there's better options out there for me. And then, chase your own goals and meet somebody who can take your hand and teach you stuff too. Or you're going to be the knight in shining armor, always showing up to save the day. Sounds tiring. Sounds super tiring. Anyway, that's what I've got for you, group 2. If you want, there is a song you guys can check out. I put the link down in the description, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hey, Group 3. I hope you are doing well today. We really need to give Group 2 a big-ass hug because their reading was brutal, and I really hope this one doesn't come out the same because 3 is my favorite number, so y'all need to behave, please. But we're going to be doing a reading today on turning situationships into relationships. So this little deck has been relentless, ruthless, rude, just really rude today, and spitting truth bombs. So I hope you're ready for it. I hope you're sitting down. I'm going to shuffle and then we'll talk about what your reading has in store for you. Okay, Group 3, I have never been so excited to see a reading like this. First off, I have to say that I really adore your feelings for this person, this connection. I am looking forward to where this takes you because This is cute as hell. Okay, I'm going to get into it. I hope you're ready. I don't think this is going to be as big of a lashing as the last group got, so good on you. Thank you for that. We're going to be talking about identifying what you feel. Knight of Wands in the Tower. Check this out, though. This Knight of Wands is running away from this tower. And my favorite interpretation of the Tower card is, instead of being the person that is inside of the tower where the foundation is cracking and you can't go back and it's just definitely life-changing, it's gonna alter everything, but instead of that, you are actually the lightning bolt that hits said tower. And you were the catalyst for this life-altering change that has happened. Meeting this person has really sparked something in you. I don't think you were really necessarily looking for a relationship. I think you were kind of focused more on personal growth, maybe making your bag, that kind of stuff. You weren't really seeking any kind of romantic anything when you met this person. And I think meeting this person has changed everything for you. You don't feel like you want to be a single Pringle anymore. You're done with that story. You're done being that bachelor energy, and we're going for it. Identifying why you feel this way. We have the Lovers plus the Three of Wands and the World. Okay, this is fucking cute. This person's got you feeling it. You view them as somebody that you can see a future with, and you do want to do things like travel the world. You want to create a life with this person, maybe make future people with this person. You feel seen, but also inspired to show up as your best self, and suddenly inspired to explore the universe. This person just really sparked that in you, and you suddenly don't want that life that you had been working towards or have already built for yourself. You are ready to take action and not be stuck in that energy anymore. Of course, why would you click on this if you weren't ready to turn this situationship into a relationship, right? We'll get to that. Paying attention to the signs they're giving you. I fucking love this. They're kind of reserved. They might not be very flashy or anything like that, but I think that this person really views you as somebody they can call their soul connection, like somebody that they were meant to meet, and somebody who sees them as their authentic self, and that you don't push them to put on a show for you. You allow them to be themselves. And this is a stack of animals. You've got a lion, a dog, a cat, a chicken, I think, rooster. To me, from far away, because I'm blind as a bat, it looks like a pirate ship. Like you're going to go on an adventure. And I think this person definitely views you in this same energy. And I think that they may not have been looking for a relationship either when they met you. They may have been, I just got out of a divorce or a long relationship and I need to focus on me, or maybe I'm going to school or starting my career. These things, they're working on themselves, keeping that energy really close, tucked inside, and continually working for something better. And the way they see you is like, hey, this person mirrors my energy, but also nurtures my growth. Battling your self-limiting behaviors. This is a big one. I need you to pay attention, because this is your behaviors and thought processes that are holding you back. You are clearly not understanding your damn magic, friend. Like, look at this. We got the Magician and the High Priestess. These are both major arcana, 1 and 2, masculine and the feminine version of the most magical entities in the deck. What the F? What the F? You manifested this shit. You called it in, and I think this person called it in too. And the sooner you realize that and accept that, whether you think scientifically or you believe in the spiritual, the sooner you recognize that both of you were working towards some sort of connection like this, and that energy attracted you to each other, the sooner you guys can actually start doing this. Because you need to believe in yourself. This is about hyping yourself up, the fundamental truths that you need to know about yourself. King of coins and strength. I just feel you are one of the most grounded people. Like, you don't need a relationship to really enjoy life. I don't think that is something that you've ever needed for yourself, but you do understand that if somebody crosses your path that has this incredible energy, you're not going to pass it up either. You know, you want to plant the seeds to grow that garden, and you want to show up every single day, and you understand that it's work, and you understand that not every day is going to be a good day, but through the hard times, you grow, and you grow a stronger, more hardy garden that's able to nurture a lot more. And you understand that, and you're coming from that perspective, and I think that this person is definitely mirroring that. So when this relationship really does take off, you will both be 100% committed to making this grow and making this turn into something that could last a lifetime. This one, being real, playing devil's advocate. We've got the Four of Swords and the King of Cups. I like this one because every time I see the King of Cups, I think about somebody who's kind of isolating and partaking in self-medicating behaviors, but also somebody who understands emotional depth and maybe kind of succumbs to their emotions from time to time. The Four of Swords is about taking a rest, taking a pause, and I understand this as anxieties will cause you both to pause on this, because maybe you don't want to be seen as putting it all on the table, overly emotional, overly invested in a stalkery kind of way. I don't know what it is, but you are trying to put your heart out there and say, hey, I want to invest in you, and I definitely want to take a break from the dating scene without making them feel like it's a little too strong of a gesture, too big of an offer, that kind of thing. Maybe sleep on it, figure out exactly the right words that you want to say to this person, but honor your truth. Honor that this has been a life-changing experience getting to know them, and it has changed the way you view the world, and you feel this magnetic pull towards them. And you do feel that mirroring energy where you can not only see each other for your truth, but you complement each other and help each other grow. Making the move. I had to think on this for a little bit. Can I also say, too, we have 4, 4, 4. When I was drawing these cards, I was thinking about like all the cards that had come out already and how cute it was. And I was like, oh, this is giving happy home vibes, which is like number 4. And then these two dropped and I was like, ah! Anyway, I won't scream in your ear anymore, but we got a lot of 4 energy, and the 4 of Cups is paying attention to the simple, everyday, routine things in life. And yeah, it may be boring, but if you don't pay into that and you don't put energy towards it, you will start to envy what other people have. So this, I think, is like you just have to, and Ace of Coins, planting the seeds, 2 of Swords, cutting ties with thoughts that aren't serving you, 5 of Coins, letting other stuff go. This one usually is like you've made a bad investment kind of thing or been taken advantage of. And I don't think that you are going to be taken advantage of in this situation, and you need to cut ties with that belief system and instead focus on growing this garden, planting the seed, and talking about these things that scare you as far as romantic relationships go with this person. Talk about it. Be real, be vulnerable with them, and understand that the stuff that maybe one or both of you have gone through in past relationships are not your forever stories. That was a learning opportunity that you were supposed to take something from and turn the bad stuff into the mulch for your garden to actually grow. Okay. So if we're going with this whole garden analogy, you have to spend time maintaining your garden, trimming your garden, watering your garden, all of this stuff. Just put energy into this. Fully commit to this. Have those hard conversations with this person and be vulnerable. If they do say that they're not wanting to take a romantic journey with you, you are still somebody who is extremely important to them, somebody that they hold very, very close and consider a match, an equal, somebody that they really respect. Okay. And that's in and of itself priceless, because you can't have any kind of relationship if you don't have mutual respect for each other and an ability to see the other person authentically. Otherwise, you just have a relationship with the version of the person you think they are. That's not a very healthy situation. Okay, we're going to be talking about calming your tits and passing the time wisely. Ooh, baby. Personal growth, pushing to pick up that thing you've wanted to do. Sorry, I almost burped in your ear. And remember where it started, carrying on a healthy connection no matter the outcome. We'll save the note to self for last because it's a good one. But let's talk about all of this fun stuff. 8 of Pentacles, as far as passing your time wisely, what can you do to make your energy, environment, and lifestyle more malleable and accepting of a romantic relationship? Because if you've been living on your own for a long time, if you haven't been putting energy into romance, how can you work towards, a dating fund? Because it can get expensive. If you guys like to go out and do fun things, there's a price tag for fun nowadays, isn't there? But what can you do to set aside for that aspect of your life? Like, how can you make a budget for it? How can you make time for it? What can you sacrifice a little bit of in order to make room for this thing that just feels incredible? Thing, I say thing, but this person that just makes you feel incredible. Personal growth, pushing to pick up that thing you've wanted. 3 of Swords. This is a really cool and interesting card to pop up for this position, because I see this and I think of Jack and the Cuckoo Clock Heart. And it's a story about a young man who travels across Europe in pursuit of a love interest that he met once, and had this whirlwind experience that really did feel like it just in an instant changed his whole freaking life. And I think that you probably don't think about anything the same as you used to. And maybe some of your new hobbies and interests are inspired by this person that you've met, and places that you want to go are inspired by this person. But I think you need to really dive into what makes you tick and understand how you can show up in love without being completely swallowed up by it and consumed by it and almost in a state of codependency for it, how can you still be true to yourself and remember that you and this person, I'm sure, are equal parts, and you pursuing your own goals brings something to the table to talk about at the end of the day and might inspire passions in this person as well. But you do need to figure out what makes you tick. Have you had the itch to do things that you were interested in as a young adult? Or is there a sport that you've been tempted to try out, or a new place that you want to go experience? Just do it. Do it on your own. Have something to talk about, right? This is something to talk about during all those dates. And then you never know, it might open the door for opportunities to get together with this person. Maybe even your first date could be something that you've wanted to do forever, like go to a pottery class. I don't know, could be fun. Anyway, remember where it started, carrying on a healthy connection no matter the outcome. 6 of Cups in reverse, and it says, fuck social distancing. I think that this person has taught you that you can meet people that will still shock you. I think maybe you might be not super young, either in spirit or in actual age. You might be an old soul. But I think that you have been telling yourself that you have not met somebody who inspires these feelings for you before, so how could you meet somebody now? Or maybe you are also telling yourself, this person is it. Oh my God, I've never felt this before, and I feel so overwhelmed by this exciting energy, and my heart won't stop beating, and I'm just an idiot with my words. I'm so overwhelmed by this. If this person is not your next romantic interest, they were the catalyst to get you to start thinking about romance. And I think that it showed you that there's a whole world of exploration that you've never even considered because maybe it wasn't part of your growing up. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe you've recently learned about BDSM and that's how you met this person, and your whole world just feels completely new and you are very much attracted to this person's energy and outlook on life, and it's just something that you've never experienced before. And maybe it's just because you are now exploring this avenue of the world and experiences that you hadn't been open to before. And this person is the person that kind of holds your hand through that newbie learner process and is the guide to your next love. But you are here showing up and enjoying the process. And no matter what comes of the situation, you're feeling things currently that you have never felt before, and it's super exciting. It's electrifying. Ooh, okay. Let's get to note to self. I am everything I need. Note to self. Bitch, you are not only the magician, you are the high priestess. You are strong. You are capable. You have a heart of fucking gold, and you understand that burnout is the death of anything and that rest is super important. A staycation is still a vacation. Just keep doing you. Okay? Just keep doing you, because you are incredible and you are whole as a single person. And I think that this person that you have met is also whole as a single person. And I think that you guys have come together to open up a new side of yourselves and experience life alongside somebody else, and not in a toxic, codependent kind of way. It gives me that vibe of the couple who doesn't live together, but has dates at each other's house every night. You know, like you have your own space, you have your own respected interests and lifestyles, but together, those moments that you share are everything. So that's what I've got for you, Group 3. Thank you for cheering me up, because dang, we really need to give those Group 2s big hugs. So poor babies. Anyway, there's a song. I've got the link for it down in the description below. But if you like music, I would check it out. And it goes with this. Anyway, I will see you next time. Bye, Group 3. If you picked pile 4, you are at the right spot. How's it going, guys? We are going to be talking today about turning situationships into relationships, which I am so excited to say. I'm recording this on Valentine's Day, so hopefully a bunch of love gets dumped into this reading. I'm not going to tell you which piles, but one was a total drag because this little deck right here has been very rude today. So hopefully that isn't the case for you guys, but I'm going to shuffle and then we will talk about what all the cards mean in just a second. Okay, Group 4. Ooh, this is fun, actually. I'm going to start with the signs first. The signs that they're giving you about this connection that you're feeling. 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and Ace of Swords. This person is feeling overwhelmed, burnt out, like they're trying to achieve something and they've put all of their time and energy in it. And it's on the precipice of either working out or being a total waste of time in their thoughts. And I think, first off, I think you're going to have to be the one to make the move. All right. Yeah, why not? Right. Okay. So identifying what you feel. We have Ace of Coins and 6 of Cups. This person has inspired lots of trips down memory lane for you and making you want to plant the seeds for your own happily ever after story, making you want to have history with this person and have, hey, remember when kind of conversations in the future, you know? So you see this person as like, if I put in the energy now, if I stay grounded, I really do see that me and this person could have a lot of fun and adventures together that will make memories for a lifetime. Okay, identifying why you feel this way. 2 of Wands and 3 of Cups. I love this because it does mirror this, even though, you know, it's fire and earth. Anyway, 3 of Cups is that convivial energy where you're getting together with people you really care about. It could be coworkers, could be family, could be friends, could be romantic interests, but it's just a good time. And when you spend time with this person, they really make you consider all of these fantastical adventures that you may have not have considered before. And I see you getting together with this person, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but like planning your next heist. Like this is somebody that you feel like go big or go home with, and you view them probably as a best friend or somebody you can tell everything to, is that ride or die kind of thing going on. And I see you ready to take action. And you see the possibility for all of the adventures. And you are kind of standing there wondering if you should step outside of your comfort zone and shoot your shot, which I already told you If anything is going to happen, you have to make the move. You can't sit here waiting for this person to say anything, because they got a lot going on. They've got a lot of thoughts that are clouding up their headspace and maybe causing doubt because of lack of momentum on your end. They may be very much in their feminine energy, receiving energy, or they may just not be bold and boisterous and outspoken when it comes to things of the heart, because maybe they were taught to wait for opportunities to come their way. And I think that this person might be a bit of a daydreamer, and you guys probably have a road trip planned up or something like that. Like, you just, it's fun adventures that you were able to bring to fruition because they are within your budget, both energetically and monetarily. Okay, so battling self-limiting behaviors and thought processes. Well, first off, stop nurturing that bully that's inside your brain, because they do not have your best interest. They're here to really grab all those insecurities and twist, right? But you don't need that, because you know what you were put on this planet for. And I feel like you are an adventurer kind of person, and you are here to explore and experience life, and that is your outlook on things. So I think that you understand that life is a balance, and without the harder experiences and the harder lessons, you wouldn't have an appreciation for all of the incredible synchronicities and opportunities that life has to offer. So I think that instead of going, well, maybe it didn't work out and it's not going to work out again, or they don't like you because nobody ever likes you, or whatever you tell yourself, stop it. You're not supposed to be everybody's somebody. That would be so tiring. Oh my God, that would be so tiring. But you are somebody's everything. And you definitely are worth being somebody's everything, because it just seems like you're that adventure partner, you know, like Peter Pan to Tinkerbell's fairy stuff. Yeah, you just mean a lot to this person, and don't tell yourself otherwise. And even disregarding this person's opinion of you, you are here doing exactly what you need to be doing, which is experiencing this life. And it's taught you a lot. This one, hype yourself up. Fundamental truths you know about yourself. We were just talking about how you have an understanding that sometimes the harder lessons in life are what help you grow the most. You know, that pressure needed to turn something into a diamond. And I really do believe you live by this, and you're able to go through these life-changing moments that most often feel pretty uncomfortable. And it might have been something that you got yourself into, or that just circumstances happened to where you no longer had a place to live a week later because of natural disaster or something. You know how to take those bad situations and have a completely different life from it, because you conserve your energy, you focus on the solutions, and you focus on having a healthy outcome. So when these things do happen to you, instead of panic mode, you've already thought about the best way to go from here. You've already done it. You know, you see this little dude, he's got his berry, the rest are still growing. You've put in the work to have the backup plans and other things that you do in your life to where a relationship is not top priority, and you understand that you'll be fine. You're totally fine. You're completely content. And what I love about this is the Hermit has the star inside of them. And the star was over here about battling your self-limiting behaviors and thoughts. is that you have everything you need. You just have to actually listen to not the inner bully, but your inner support system. The little wins that maybe only you notice, like, your bank account getting fatter or whatever because you invested in the right things and you had a rainy day fund that's continued to grow and you have a date fund, whatever. You don't need this person to help you explore the world. You just have to plan for it. Being real, playing devil's advocate. You have the moon, 5 of coins, King of swords, and high priestess. I love this a lot because high priestess and the moon kind of give me the same energy of intuition. There's stuff that's going on that is often unsaid, mystery. And then you have the King of Swords, which is about enlightened thought, calculated and precise, and investing your time wisely because you've really planned out all the options and considered all of the weak spots. The moon, things that you don't know. 5 of coins is kind of a drain towards, your financial stability or just somebody who's kind of chaos and like a dirt devil, I kind of feel. I think that you see this person's anxiety and this person's borderline burnout and you recognize what they're going through, but I don't think that this person has exactly outright said it to you. And I think that part of this conversation with like, hey, can we date? Is also, hey, let's talk about what's going on inside your head. What are you trying to do for yourself? Like what goals are you trying to crush? And also, what is giving you anxiety and keeping you from chasing your goals? Like, let's talk because I want to be there for you and I want to help you achieve the things you want for yourself. And I also want to know you better. And so this kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. And you're here for it. Look at this dude. He's surrounded by a bunch of birds and he's got a sword. Like he's ready. You are ready. And the high priestess, especially being very intuitive and kind of the nurturer of a coven or the guide to a magical venture, you need to be co-conspirators in this. And I think that in order to do that, you do have to shed light on these anxieties, these things that they've been focusing on, and how can you help them feel like they have time and space for a relationship and also less like they're spinning their wheels for their own goals? Are you able to use that brilliant mind of yours and help them kind of reassess how they're spending their time and their energy so that they can better use their time to really check off their to-do list? I don't know. Anyway, so let's get to this part. This is the fun stuff. Calm in your tits. Super fun. Okay. Ooh, I like this one. 4 of Pentacles. No, that was the last one that had a whole bunch of 4s. As for personal growth, push to pick up that thing you wanted. And then the last one over here was remember where it started, carrying on a healthy connection no matter the outcome. My friends, I'll put that one down. I do believe that for yourself, calming your tits, pass your time wisely. The 4 of Pentacles is like, conserve that energy, focus on your goals that you were working towards. The pizza just makes me think of what can you remove from your day-to-day life, or what can you help this person remove from their life that will make life a little bit easier. So for instance, ordering out once a week as a couple versus cooking dinner every single night, or cooking dinner for each other and inviting the other person over so that you could have a study session or work late together while you eat pizza. It's not having to put in all of the energy for the fanciest, most extravagant type situations, and instead enjoying the simplicity of the perfect ingredients. If that makes sense. Okay. Personal growth, pushing to pick up the thing you've wanted. Page of Cups and Five of Swords. We have game over and X coming back in the picture. I do believe that maybe you need to get your story out about your ex. I'm not saying go on social media and write up this big whole long story of how they were so horrible, but maybe writing it out will help you come to terms with what has happened so that you have space to make a more authentic connection now, because you are trying to lay the groundwork for having a lifetime of memories with this person. So in order to do that, you need to reflect on what has happened in past relationships and how can, oh, ding, my phone dinged to confirm that. Reflect on what has happened in past relationships, how you can kind of ground that energy and understand what lessons were meant to be learned from these relationships. If they didn't work out, are you having nothing to say but nasty about your ex? Why is that? And also, what was in your lap as far as responsibility and where things went wrong? You need to take a long, hard look at your own behaviors, why you keep people around, and also how you can let go of these. It's like almost holding out hope for an ex. Maybe you had somebody who you thought was the one, and you had been thinking about them for the longest freaking time. And everything you've done up to this point was to kind of get their interest back on you. And you are just doing everything to try to connect with that person until you met this person. And this person has shown you, oh shit, okay, so there's other people out there that I connect with. I need to process this tie that I had to this past lover and let it go and evaluate who I am as a person versus who I was in that relationship. And yes, we do take things from past relationships and kind of turn them into our own personal narrative. But was it healthy for you? Would you communicate in the same way with a future lover that you did with that past lover? Yes or no? Would you behave in the same ways? Would you show up in the same capacity or different? The more we self-reflect and look at our own wrongdoings in relationships, even if we were the one to call it quits and we feel like we're extremely wronged, there's still stuff we could learn about ourselves and how we could approach these things and have a better outcome. And we cannot cast blame on the other person entirely. So, personal growth is working through this. How can you learn from your past behaviors so that you don't repeat the really offensive bad stuff and ruin something that feels so epic? Because this person, while you feel alive with them, feel inspired when you're hanging out together, they also have a lot going on and they don't have time to help you process all of this old shit. Okay, this is your baggage. You got to deal with it. So, in order to make space for this person who also has their own baggage, you have to process this. And, you know, it could be in the form of a creative writing experiment, or it could be journaling, talking to somebody, you know, the whole gambit of stuff that I usually suggest. But you have to do it. Okay? Have to. Remember where it started. Carrying on a healthy connection no matter the outcome. Get up and move, sucker. What are you doing? Why are you laying there? Get up. Let's go. You got work to do. Everybody's staring at you. Come on. No, I guess that's it, really. You need to, if this doesn't work out, recognize that this is just one person, and in order to meet more people that you might connect with, you have to actually get out there and meet people. And maybe dating sites is not your thing, so there's meetups, there's hanging out with friends, and there's going to places like bookstores and restaurants and movie theaters and escape rooms. There's so much. Even just talking to new coworkers that you really haven't necessarily spent the time to get to know. Sometimes all it takes is being open to the possibility. And I think that this person has definitely taught you to be open to the possibility. So don't let that stop here if the romantic interest, for whatever reason, stops here. I'm not getting that vibe. I'm really not. I'm just thinking that y'all need to have a conversation because there is something going on that they're experiencing. But I do see that this is very, very hot. I don't even think I talked about all of this. But let's talk about that. Making the move. Oops. Sorry, guys. Okay, so number 4, apparently I was gonna pause on the most important part of this reading. This 7 of Cups is about having options. Maybe some of them are not all good, but you can't juggle all of them. 7 of Wands. We have 2 sevens. That's like spiritual connection right there. 7 of Wands is being kind of guarded against other energies that are coming your way. The Lovers is about honoring oneself, respecting and seeing somebody else for who they genuinely are. Ace of Wands is taking that first step on a new project or adventure, buying that map for your road trip, that kind of energy. I think that your person needs to know how you see them. I think that you are the one who needs to take that step. And I think this because they may see you as somebody who has a ton of options, or they may even see you as somebody who is not looking and doesn't want a relationship right now because maybe a past relationship was pretty bad. Clearly, that's not how you feel about them. So communicate. Do not keep that in your chest because it's not going to do you any good. But it is very important for you to also clarify that you're not out there trying to connect with 15 different people, hoping that one will stick. You have interest in them, and that's that. And you would like to see where it's going to go. And let's do this. So take action. Just say something. I wouldn't even make a big deal of it. Like, you don't need to ask them out to a super, super fancy thing, or I don't know. No, hey, do you have time to talk? Text. Don't do that. That's awkward. Instead, just open up. Start talking to them. Just go for it. All right. Note to self, this one. Ooh, what sounds worse? Talking about it now or finding out in 10 years it's a deal breaker? Desires, hopes, and dreams. I was just saying, you have to talk. You just got to do it. You just got to do the thing. Talk to this person. Find out what's up. Anyway, that's what I got for you, Group 4. Thank you for sticking around on this chaotic ride of how to turn a situationship into a relationship. And if you feel so inclined, I've got the link for this music video down in the description, labeled for your pile because it kind of tied into this reading here. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.